This week, we wrap up our month-long series, Autism, Life on the Spectrum. Tonight, fighting for services.
Okay, if a child is diagnosed with autism, that child needs special education and related services, but getting them that help is no easy task.
Sharon Crowley reports on the battle so many families are forced to endure.
Read the words.
It's a code.
18-year-old Christopher Campagna goes to the Forum School in Waldwick, New Jersey. It's a private, non-profit school serving children with autism and related learning challenges. His journey to get here was long and expensive.
We address each child's needs individually and work on the skills and deficits that they have.
Principal Brian Detlefsen was here when Christopher first started.
A student like Christopher that when he came had minimal words and minimal social interaction, that's now greeting me at the front door when he walks in the morning and saying, "Hi Brian, how you doing?" It's just rewarding on so many different levels.
1 stick of butter. Okay, get the butter.
Christopher's parents learned he had autism when he was just 2 years old.
Oh, it was just devastating.
You hear this autism word, of which it's more of a label than a diagnosis because they don't really know what causes it.
After Jack comes what's his mother's name? Queen.
His diagnosis made getting Christopher the right education even more important to his parents.
He needs the greatest chance of independence in adulthood, and he needs to get as far as he can in this.
When it was time to start kindergarten, the New York City Department of Education placed Christopher in a public school.
The public school wasn't going to be an option.
High five, Christopher. Good job.
He needed more experienced teachers. He needed the right classroom setting.
Whitey.
Whitey.
Whitey. The dog's name is Whitey.
It's why Christopher's parents turned to attorney Gary Mayerson for help. His firm specializes in helping individuals with autism who are not getting the support they need in a public school.
Parents of children with autism have such great needs. They may need speech therapy, ABA therapy, physical therapy. It's overwhelming, and because of that demand for services and because of the cost of that, the school districts will often resist the payment of that, and that precipitates the lawsuits. Most of the really good quality one-to-one autism schools have tuitions north of $100,000. So it's very expensive.
Under federal law, parents are allowed to sue the public school district to reimburse them for the cost of a private school tuition, especially if they can prove their child is not getting what he or she needs in a public school. And the parents of special needs just got a victory in the U.S. Supreme Court. The High Court ruled that every school district across the country must provide a meaningful educational experience for every child.
Christopher's parents did sue the New York City Department of Education, not just once, but every year for the last 13 years, sometimes getting the full tuition reimbursement, sometimes getting just a portion.
It's a constant cash flow issue.
We've been out anywhere between $150,000 or north of that at one time, between having to lay out multiple years and waiting for reimbursement. A large amount of people will just settle for whatever they can get.
They've made it so tough on the parents in recent years that they want them to fold.
No one ever wants to give up on your child, no matter how difficult, no matter how many other things you have to give up emotionally, psychologically, financially.
It's almost like it's standing up to the bully. You have to stand up for your kid, and if you don't stand up, there's no one there who's going to stand up.
Sharon Crowley, Fox 5 News.